your name. We give you praise. Ashe. The only way. Ashe. We give it thanks. All praise. Praise. All praise. Ashe. Praise. We give it thanks. All praise. Ashe. We know your name. We give you praise. In 7 ways. All praise. Ashe. We know your name. Yahshua, Yahshua. Yahweh, Yahweh. Ashe. We give it thanks. All praise. In 7 ways. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. Yahweh. I said, take me to the motherland. I said, take me to the motherland. Hey, hey, y'all. Yeah. Take me to my past life. Down by the riverside. We was down by the riverside. I'm talking about our past life. Down by the riverside. We giving praise to the Most High.
Try.
Hey y'all. Hope you guys are in positive energy, attracting everything you desire like a magnet. Cause who could do it better than you? Nobody, right? We're coming through with another one for you guys. If you are new here, welcome. We are so glad to have you here. If you found yourself here for the first time, well, guess what? There's a message here for you, okay? We are elemental beings, right? We come through with divine messages. You know, we spend a lot of time in hermit mode, you know, working and reflecting on self alongside with divinity, right? And we get downloads and we come through and we give jewels, right? So that's what we're here to do. So if you're here, it's for a reason. Today we will be doing the Celtic cross and the Hermit spread, right? So I think this is going to be really relevant for you guys. I think it's going to resonate with everyone as a collective, okay? So this is going to be a collective energy reading. There's no zodiac signs or anything. This is something that's going to resonate if you are a person that is striving to be your highest self, okay? If this is you, then this message will resonate with you. Hey, everybody, welcome. Hello. Thank you for the love, everybody. Welcome, welcome.
Everyone, pray everyone is having a great day thus far. So like she said, we're going to do the Celtic cross spread. She's going to do Celtic cross, and I'm going to do the Hermit spread. And it was designed by Heather Demetrius. I figured that we would do format spreads, right? Kind of like go by the book. And I feel like as we progress, it's going to allow us to resonate a lot stronger, right? So again, this is collective. So if you find yourself here, it's a message in it for you. Mm-hmm. You know, I can assure you of that, right? And we do have downloads. I'm gonna jump into mine first, and then we're gonna get into the message. I just want to say it's a shift going on, and as to not get caught in it, don't find yourself trying to cling to the past version of you when you clearly see yourself becoming a new version of you. Mm-hmm. Don't do it, like, because you're gonna be caught, and like it's like a cultural shift on all fronts. It's a spiritual shift, so of course it's a cultural shift, but if you find yourself trying to cling to the past version of you, kind of shake it off, right? Mm-hmm. Kind of like I'm hearing like Hov when he like, get that dirt off your shoulders, right? Brush it off for yourself and continue to push forward to the newer version of you.
Mm-hmm. That's what you got? Okay. So, all right. So mine is, we are those who were sent to the world, but we are not of the world. So, you know, we were sent here to be in the world, but we don't come from the world, right? So we are all striving to be a part of divinity, which is God's plan. So we are not meant to fit in. And it's very important that we begin to teach the younger generation this, because evil tries to trick us, making us feel awkward, for liking things out of what people may call the normal, or, you know, seeing things differently than the worldly people may see things. So when those things, excuse me. So anyway, you know, of course, people who love God, you know, can't love things of the world. So remember, life is of the spirit. Continue to pray, repent, and working on being a better you.
All right. So we're going to jump into these spreads.
Yeah, so let's get into this energy. Okay, so let me go ahead and pull these 10 cards for you guys. And then we're going to jump into this energy and see what's going on here. I feel like someone really needs this message. So, let's see. All right, so 5. 3. All right, let's see what's going on, guys. So I got your cards pulled, okay? So first and foremost, let's start and see. Okay, so this is you. The Chariot is in the reverse right now, okay? So, you know, you could be feeling like things are spiraling out of control right now. You know, you could be feeling like, gosh, things are just not going as planned. Things could be all over the place. You know, there could be someone like just literally frustrated, okay? Someone's vehicle could have like literally broke down. You could have like, there could be someone just keeps putting money into a vehicle and it's like the vehicle is not reliable. You know, I'm just seeing like a lot of frustration. You could be feeling the energy of failure right now, right? Like that kind of energy. There could be like a lot of obstacles and conflict for you. But you know, when you go through obstacles and conflict, it's because you are a warrior. You know, not everyone can go through battle and come out standing, but you do every time. So, even though you could be in this chaotic energy, Cancer and Moon. So I don't know, the energy of just feeling, I know where we are, it's been raining a lot lately, right? And so rain can also sometimes cause people to, feel down and moody, when people can't get around and move how they want to freely. So I don't know, you could be feeling like right now you can't just move as freely as you want. Okay, there's a need to be calm here right now for you. Okay, Spirit is really testing you, like your patience. I was studying yesterday, and patience is so important, and I am trying to teach myself how important it is to be a patient person. Because we ascend, but we never stop ascending, trying to get better, right? I don't know, but there's something about you being open to receive is here. It says, invite abundance with open arms. Embrace the blessings waiting to flow into your life. And sometimes when the Chariot is in the reverse, you could feel like because things are, there's obstacles coming up against you, there's a lot of challenges, that you're not in the energy to receive. But Spirit is saying still be open to receive. When you're going through obstacles and challenges, imagine you not being open to receive. And how can God really help you out of it if you're not open to receive, right? It's like that kind of energy. So I feel like it's very important right now to be open to receive. I don't know, there could be someone, you could be feeling like just very moody right now. Okay, someone could be going through like irregular menstruation cycles. I don't know, there's like a lot of moon magic that people been doing, a lot of fertility magic. A lot of people like to do stuff prematurely without really having any kind of knowledge, and they go out here and they do things to try to create obstacles and blockages for people. And I don't know, you could be feeling the energy from these things, but what we have to understand is when energies are sent towards us and we are protected, the weapons form, but they don't prosper. Right? Okay. Let's see. So what crosses you? What is this crosses you? Let's see. Okay, so the star in the reverse here. So what crosses you is, it's like, your lack of confidence for self is what could really be hindering you. See, you're a star seed, and when you are a star seed that is unaware of who you are, you can cause road blockages in your own life, right? When God is giving you a position of authority, some kind of spiritual ranking, some kind of position, and you continuously doubt yourself or self-sabotage, it's like, God is like, well, dang, I keep giving you all of this and you just still don't believe it. It's like, like that kind of energy. I don't know. So there could definitely be someone really needing to like, focus on your confidence, oneself. There could be someone, and you could be in the energy like, what crosses you is that you can't trust anybody. Now I know there have been a lot of people that have crossed you and hurt you, right? Me too. We all have been hurt. But what we have to also remember is think about all the people that we crossed and we hurt along the way, right? We have to be able to forgive in order to be forgiven. And, I feel like trusting others could really be holding you back. It's crossing you, because if you can't trust anybody, it's like, I don't know, it's like you have no support, no help, right? I don't know, something about that here. You at least have to have trust in God here. But I don't know, there could be like a lack of your balance going on right now. Someone's like equilibrium could be off. Okay, there could be someone like your ideas and your reality could be mixed up. Like what's really happening in your face versus what you perceive to be happening could be two totally different things. You know how we get in the energy of when we don't want to see a thing happen and we kind of block it out, right? Like that kind of energy. We act like something isn't happening, even if we can see it sometimes, because in our own human minds, we have an ego, right? And our ego doesn't like to be crushed. So sometimes we can see a thing, but not really like want to accept the reality of it. And I feel like, you know, that could be a thing that crosses you, not seeing things for what they truly are, you know, seeing beyond the surface, right? Seeing beyond a thing that looks good, right? Looking at the demon as something and being able to be like, okay, can I love this part of this, right? Like that kind of energy. So it's something about, I don't know, disillusionment is here. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Grove of unity. Blind energies in the unified sanctuary of the grove, fostering interconnected harmony along all beings. Okay, so yeah, there's something about you are like, you're a star seed, right? And what do stars do? When you look up in the sky, the stars light up the sky, right? And it's something about you lighting up humanity, right? So it's something about you being able to bring humanity together. And you could be having like a lack of confidence. Imagine God giving you a job, right? Imagine God giving you a job to you know, to bring humanity together, but then you don't believe that God is giving, you know, you don't believe that you have the power to do this, but God is telling you to do this. It's like going against the grain, like that kind of energy. So spirit is really wanting you to pay attention, you know, to how you speak to yourself, how you think about yourself, right? The things we think about ourselves, they begin to resonate in our lives. So if we continuously think that we're broke, right? We have no money, right? We have no peace, because being broke means you have no peace, because there's always worry, there's always something going on, right? Like that kind of energy. So I don't know, something about, you know, living in the moment, the right now, you know. Me and the Hierophant love, we love to express to people, we are not fortune tellers, right? We read the current energy, and there's someone, you could be looking way too deep in the situation. Live in the current moment. It's like, you know, things that, what's crossing you is not believing in yourself right now. Okay, so let's see. This crowns you. Okay, so the Two of Cups. So I feel like love crowns you here. You know, it's like your love, and you know, you being a person open to receive love, a person willing to give unconditional love. I feel like that crowns you, you know. So when people attack you, you know, you still show love, and it puts you above, you know, because whoever you are, remember I said a star seed, you come from God, right? And when you do things above, you know, when you do things to show mankind how things are supposed to be done, you know, by using love, God elevates you. So it's something about, like, you know, I don't know, something about your true love, your love is everlasting, and your love lingers, you know. That's why the energy of the Bible says don't hang with an angry person, because then you can consume those feelings, right? But if you consume yourself with a person that's constantly in love, then that's the same energy. That means that, you know, people are going to be you know, that people are going to be consumed by love, and they're going to spread love. So it's something about that here. I feel like that really sets you above other people. The unconditional love that you just have for humanity. But I feel like also, you know, you have to also have that same love for self. Okay, let's see. Yeah, ocean of possibilities. Navigate through the boundless ocean of possibilities, where horizons whisper of untold opportunities and plentiful paths. So yeah, it's like, I don't know, your love takes you places. Like, I don't know, there's an ocean of possibilities here for you. Okay, I don't know, I feel like, you know, I feel like what crowns you is your ability to be optimistic, right? Your ability to be able to see the good in every situation, even when those situations don't always look that good. There's something about your faith, something about you having faith, right? That is why you can see the ocean of possibilities. And I feel like that's really good for you. Okay? Let's see. So what's beneath you? Okay. The Ten of Wands in the reverse here. So what's beneath you? The Ten of Wands in the reverse, it's like, there is a situation that is just, you just can't tolerate it anymore. It's like unbearable. There's some kind of situation that, it's beneath you. God is like, you can't take anymore. I'm not going to allow you to take anymore. And ultimately, if you decide that you want to go against this, then it will lead to failure, right? Like that kind of energy. It's like, the energy of, if you keep overworking yourself and not allowing God to move a situation that's already beneath you, it leaves you in lack, right? So, God is all about justice and judgment, right? And he's very fair. But if he allows you to move away from a situation and you decide that you still want to carry the burdens when God is saying, leave this thing here, it ultimately leads to failure. So that's just a reminder here for you. There's some kind of situation and it's beneath you, but you could be trying to like linger on, hold on to it. And God is like, no, let this thing go here, okay? So let's see. So then there's something behind you. And we got the Hermit in the reverse. There's something about you no longer being careless. Okay. I feel like, it's behind you. The energy of feeling lonely and, the spirit of depression and anxiety that came up every time someone wasn't there. I feel like that's behind you now. I feel like you are really starting to lean on God. Why? Because that's all you had when things got rough. You didn't have anything else. You didn't have anybody else. So I feel like, you're letting go of all of your careless actions. I feel like you're understanding that you're never lonely. You always have someone there. Things are gonna be okay. I feel like, you know how to survive in situations that try to take you out, right? Like that kind of energy. I feel like you're learning these kind of things, and I feel like any loss is behind you. I feel like your losing season is over. Someone's in their winning season. It's like, I'm tired of losing, and I'm on the right team. I feel like you're on the right team, the money team, the spirit team, okay? Now, this is before you. We got the Queen of Cups. So, I don't know, like, you could have, like, some kind of ancestor, your grandmother. I'm hearing big grandma. Big grandma could have been, like, very nurturing. She could have been, like, highly intuitive. She could have taught you a lot of things. She could have been, like, a very kind and generous woman, a very forgiving woman. This could have been a woman that really gave you some great characteristics, and, that are in yourself. This person could have put a lot into you, okay? I feel like this person could have also set up, like, a way for you before they transition, because I'm definitely picking up a heavy ancestor, a woman that was powerful. She didn't have to say many things, but, what she said, it was business, and, people respected her authority. And I feel like, this was before you. Someone set up the way. This person could have been like a Libra, okay? We also got water energy here, but I feel like, this person, is why you are so compassionate, so kind, so generous, right? I don't know, something about that. I feel like there was a lot of love before you, I feel like you could be just a person that came from love, okay? Let's see. So your attitude, okay? I don't know. It's like you could be acting you could be very unconditional, unconventional right now. You could be like going against the grain, doing untraditional things. You could be like, I'm not going to the masjid anymore. I'm not going to the church. I'm going to the church. I don't want to go to the masjid. I'm going to the temple, whatever. You could just be changing things. And, I don't know. There is something about like, you could be feeling a little helpless, because I feel like someone's going through a change. You're learning so many different truths because God is revealing so many things to you. And sometimes when a whole bunch of information comes at one time, it can be like very overwhelming. Okay? So I don't know. There's something about like, you could be like in the energy of not wanting to resonate with anything that's just not real. Maybe you could have been in a situation around people that you were kind of just like the yes man or the yes woman. And now it's like, no, I'm not, no. You could be losing your trust for people that want you to do things that are, not honest, right? You could be like in that energy of like losing respect for those kind of people wanting to put you in any situation or predicament where it's not allowing you to vibrate in your highest self, your highest purpose, right? Let's see. So the people influencing you in the situation, the magician. Okay. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like someone's working with like a lot of spirit guides, a lot of ancestors, a lot of angels. I don't know. I feel like, yeah, someone's connected to the ethers. I feel like there's someone and you're getting downloads from, as above, so below. There's someone, and because you've been praying more, it's like the people that are influencing your situation are light beings, divine beings, right? I feel like, there's a person and, someone is literally on the road to success because they are vibrating with things of a higher vibration. I feel like the people you have around you right now are very influential. I feel like you cleaned up like people out of your space that were just there for no reason. I feel like, you could be like either to yourself or just, meeting people that resonate with you, right? I feel like there's a lot of people too that you probably are by yourself and you have a lot of like online relationships is what I'm picking up. So I would say the people that are influencing you are very influential right now. And then we have your hopes and fears. So there's someone that you could be just like scared of, of like losing material, And we know that in order to be divine beings, we have to be individuals that are not scared to lose it all. See, we are the kind of, we are the kind of individuals that we can have it all, and then we can make one wrong move and we can lose it all, and then God can be like, come here, boy, come here, girl, and give it all back to you. Right? That's the kind of individuals that we are. So I don't know. It's something about like you could be in the energy of codependency due to lack of finances. You could be in fear of losing a relationship because how am I going to pay my bills when God is showing you every time a person cheats, just to see what you going to do. Is you going to get up and move and believe that I'm going to make things happen for you, or are you going to stay here and continue to be in fear of not having a place to go because you won't move? That's how things work here. But
self-sabotage.
Absolutely. There could be the energy of like vanity and conceit here. So I don't know, you could be a very beautiful person, but in 2025, people are attracted to energy, personality, like what's on the inside of you. You could be a pretty face, you could have the best body, you could be a man with the biggest chest, the biggest tool parts, all of that stuff. But you have to resonate with people's spirit nowadays. People are looking beyond the surface, and if you are not who you say you are, people are sniffing you out. People are becoming more aware, more knowledgeable, more intelligent, and if you are not who you say you are, you might as well get away because they are sniffing you out, right? And I feel like Spirit is just wanting you to know that don't fall into dependency on man because you feel like you won't be able to have enough. God always gives his children more than enough. Like you ever be like, well, dang, God, you almost feel like, oh my gosh, how did I even get this? I don't even deserve this, right? So remember, God always gives you more than enough. Never feel like a situation is going to put you out of alignment when God is telling you to make that move. Okay? Now, the outcome of this situation, the hangman, and he is in the reverse here. Okay? Now, it's like, it's so crazy. I was reading in the Bible the other day, and it was like, um, I'd rather have a man that God said He'd rather have a man that not brings him a bunch of sacrifices, but a man that actually just does the work and be obedient, right?
Obedience
And
is better than sacrifice.
you hear me? I feel like I don't know, the outcome. When the hangman is in the reverse, it's like your sacrifice is not being rewarded. There could be someone like, oh, I'm sacrificing this and this and this for divinity, but God is like, I don't want you sacrificing anything. I want you to show me the way. Yeah. I want you to walk the way you're supposed to walk. I want you to talk the way you're supposed to talk. I don't want you to, I want you to do, right? Is what I'm hearing here. Okay? Mm-hmm. It's almost like a broken record is what my grandma used to say when I used to say stuff, and I would just say it just to say it. And she was like, girl, you sound like a broken record. Okay.
Spirit say sacrificing your way to the top is played out.
Right? Anything that is honest usually takes time, right? Dedication is not meant to be a quick thing, It's not meant to be a get rich quick scheme, right? It's not meant to be something that is just temporary, something that you are supposed to build and take your time, and God will bless whatever it is that you're trying to do abundantly. Right? But don't be doing meaningless sacrifices. I'm seeing some people, and you guys don't understand that by all of these spells and rituals, you're sacrificing your divinity. Right? And the outcome will be you will lose your divinity doing some of these things that you have no business doing, messing with people that you have no business messing with. And that's real. Okay? So that was your Celtic cross.
Okay, so we're going to jump into this Hermit spread, right? It's a short spread, a lot of insight. So I've already plucked it, pre-shuffled the cards. I'm just going to run with it. So here we got 1. What can be my light in the darkness? So you got 10 of Swords being clarified by reassess. So what that's telling me is, somewhere along the line, you may need to reevaluate a certain situation in your life, and more than likely, reassess your plans about it. Like, for instance, if you're in a dark space right now, I feel Spirit is want you to ultimately, look at what's keeping you in the darkness, right? And realize that in order for you to get out of the darkness, you have to find a way to allow it to come to an end. Like 10 of Swords is, it could be a trap, but it could also be the end of something, that a new beginning can start. And with this reassess, and it's like your light in the darkness it could also be your ability to make moves under pressure, I'm saying. Like your ability to reevaluate a situation and reassess it, that's your light in the darkness. So maybe you have a sharp mind, I'm saying, with this 10 of Swords. Nevertheless, the 10 of Swords is out here. So with that being said, it's a need to be aware of something that you're doing that could bring you to an end, right? Or it's a need for you to allow something to end. Reassess. It says, you're being asked to take stock of your life and let go of anything or anyone that no longer makes you happy. Notice what brings you joy and who and what doesn't. It's time for some life cleanup. Yeah, 10 of Swords. So it's definitely, and I see addictions in this reading, right? I'm going to get to it. Now, number 2, what understanding am I moving towards? King of Wands being clarified by the Peace. Now that's great energy. The King of Wands is upright. The King of Wands energy is an active energy. So I see you willing to take action about your peace. So I'm saying a person who you could actually be in the energy right now of seeking out your peace. So you could have already took action. I'm hearing you move from one place to another. literally, physically, or this could be mentally, physically, or spiritually. But a move has been made in this King of Wands energy, and it's a fast and affirmative move. You know how we get to the point where we done been through something so long that we just find that energy and be like, all right, this is it. Mm-hmm. Because if I don't stop, and that's the 10 of swords I'm saying out here, you did it for your peace. And when you do things in the name of your peace, you really shouldn't have to question yourself about it. King of Wands to the peace. That's the understanding that you're moving towards. So, I'm saying somebody, you could be studying. You could be enlightening yourself. You could also be fearful, right? I'm feeling a certain amount of fear, even because it's like, in order for you to really obtain the peace that you're looking for, it's requiring you to let in new knowledge. And I'm feeling a person having a problem right there. Like, you can't really let in the new knowledge because it's already space in you full, right? But try to understand, some of those things that fill you up, that's the chaos that's robbing you of your peace. So what this King of Wands is like, striking forth to look inside yourself, because a lot of the chaos that you're trying to find peace from, it lies in the old knowledge that you have. If you learn new things and you let new knowledge slip in, it's going to avail you new levels of peace within yourself. Peace is inner tranquility. Don't sweat the small stuff. Look at everything with a calm mind. Life won't always be smooth sailing, and peace will keep you calm through the ups and downs. Number 3 says, what do I need to turn my back on? Strength in reverse to the opportunity. This is addiction of some sort. See, what puts your strength in reverse is those opportunities that you take. I see it. Strength in reverse to the opportunity. This is what you need to turn your back on. Taking the opportunity to indulge in those things that rob you of your strength. This could be physically, because I am seeing addictions, but I'm also seeing a person who you're physically healthy, but you're allowing things to rob you spiritually. Meaning you could be moving around looking real good on the outside, but spiritually, the opportunities that you're taking, they robbing you spiritually. This is what you might need to turn your back on, Spirit says. What do I need to turn my back on? Opportunity always comes to those who are prepared. Always be prepared. And when the opportunity comes, be brave enough to grab it, and it will open up new possibilities. Now I want you to reverse that energy, because remember, we in the Hermit spread. So with the opportunity, are you always prepared to destroy yourself? I lived in that energy before. I could tell you all about it. Where you so fast to, yeah, let me do that. Yeah, give me some of that. Yeah. Those strength and reverse opportunities, you need to turn your back on them. Number 4, what could be blocking my search for answers? Ace of Swords to the honor yourself. The truth of who you are. You want to embrace it. You have to embrace who you are. Honor yourself. Ace of Swords. That's saying tell yourself the truth. That could be blocking you. You're not being honest with yourself. Because if you're not being honest with yourself, you're not being honest with others, and you surely ain't being honest with the universe at large. Because why? You told the first lie at home. It all starts here at home. Be more honest with yourself and be patient with yourself. That's the way you honor yourself, with the Ace of Swords. If you don't know, give yourself time to find out. Don't allow people to urge you in different directions, right? Particularly with these opportunities that's coming. Don't grasp hold of every opportunity. Be real with yourself. Honor yourself. Recognize the hard work you've put in to get where you are today. Instead of thinking how far you still have to go, remind yourself of all that you have accomplished and be proud. And that's real, you know? Like, I'm feeling somebody, you think too light of what you do and who you are, and it holds you up. You gotta be real enough to be like, God gave me the ability to do this thing. This is what I'm doing. This is the project that I started with. This is what I'm going to do. This is who I aim to become, but this is who I'm going to be. Honor yourself. Ace of Swords. Because if not, it's going to block you. And we all experience it. It's like, you got those energies that push in, anxiety, they come and try to derail you. Honor yourself. Because if not, if we don't honor ourselves, it's going to continue to block us. Number 5. What is my inner voice saying to me? I'm going to give you one. Miss Milena, this might be for you. What is my inner voice trying to say? And it says temperance in reverse to the spread, right? This screams of an inner unbalance. Like the temperance to the spread is basically saying that your inner voice is saying inside of you, it's a need to balance yourself. It's a need to kind of spread out even your enthusiasm, right? Because it's a lack of enthusiasm when the temperance is in reverse. It's a lack of patience. It's a lack of awareness. The temperance in reverse could also scream of battles with lower vibrational energies, right? Or lower vibrational ancestors trying to push in. Temperance in reverse.
Lack of commitment.
It's lack of commitment as well. You can't really commit to anything if your temperament is off, right? But this is what your inner voice is saying. Now, the reason why I say your inner voice and the reason why I want somebody to look is because you could look at your life on the surface and be like, everything is balanced. I do pretty well. This is about what your inner voice is saying. If you're a person and you're doing well, and when you check your inner voice, it's telling you that this is not resonating with you. This is for a person that knows your trouble lies because you off inside. Maybe you could be living with repressed energy, right? That causes your temperance to be off. When you have to live out an energy that you really not, like when you say if you're in a relationship where you already checked out, but you just going through the motions, everything you do, it becomes a situation where it's off. And it doesn't have to be that love is exhausted in a relationship. It could be another energy that you can't shake off. A lot of times when we take on things in our auric field, it makes our temperaments go, our temperance, it goes off. For instance, like keep waking up and down. You're not bipolar, but you wake up and down in your spirit. Your life suggests that you're not bipolar. You have everything in order. You're able to work, you're able to provide, you're able to do things for yourself. But your spirit is up and down. And you probably having a feeling like, maybe it's just the world and all this grand rising stuff that's going on that's got me. No, it's not. It's that your inner voice is telling you, okay, the world is changing. Adjustments have to be made to the way I'm thinking, to the way I'm perceiving. How can we continue to perceive the world as, so to speak, one way when the universe is clearly showing us through a magnifying glass that no, hey, look, the world is a whole nother way. Look, switch your glasses and look at it through these. And that along with the temperance being in reverse comes along with a rose-tinted view of the past. Like you could really be looking at your past like, well, maybe this wasn't, maybe the way that somebody did me wasn't so bad. But in reality, maybe it was so bad. And you can need to let that go, because I'm really feeling the energy of somebody. You won't embrace this Ten of Swords. Like, you won't let, it's like you want to love something that clearly showed you that it didn't love you back. But you want to still have remnants and residue of that in you. And it's going to prevent you from moving forward. You got to really learn to look at it for what it really was. Like, it's not about hating anybody. It's not about holding anger for anybody, although it could make you angry. But nevertheless, it's got to be about looking at things for what they were, not what they appeared to be to you. Because see, you know, some of us, we so empathetic and we love so hard, we don't even recognize the people, the places, or the things that were sent to crush us. We still be attached to it. Like, oh, I miss that place. That place almost done you in. Oh, I miss that thing. That thing almost unalived you. Oh, I miss that person. That person had complete control over your mind, right? So learn how to let those things go. Spread, okay? Get some fresh air or call some of your pals over. Take a look around you. There is much natural beauty waiting to be discovered. Either you will soon become involved in an exciting new project, or you will go out on a date. And I feel like this is spirit urging us. Look, it says you will soon go out on a date. What is that? That's alignment. Spirit is really aligning with what I'm saying, because it's urging you forward, not backward. It didn't say you will soon run it. It said you will embark on a new project. You will go out on a date. This is a newness, because I feel spirit pushing me to tell somebody the very thought of the thing that almost broke you. When you show empathy to it, you give it strength over you, anew. You give it a brand new leverage over you. Every time you consider it, what broke you, spiritually, you letting it in. It's not about holding anger or resentment towards anything that holds you in. It's about finding a balance of understanding that, okay, I went through this. That was the person who I was. I'm truly no longer that person. Because if you look back, you still that person. God can't give you what comes with the new manifestation doesn't work that way. Like, the universe gonna check you out thoroughly to see if you done with it. When you done with it, at last, new things come. But as long as you connected to it and you won't allow it to Ten of Swords, it's going to be that opportunity to put your strength in reverse. Disallowing yourself to ponder it too much. Like, it wasn't so bad. And the whole time your ancestors looking at you like, it wasn't so bad. You know how hard they had to work to get you out of the mess that you put yourself in? You know how hard it is? Thank you, Spirit. Imagine some of the people that you've been involved with, that behind your back, they was like, man, I wish they just go in somewhere. I just wish they just imagine the spirits that was at work, and imagine how hard your ancestors had to fight to help you, because you were a willing prisoner. You know, a willing prisoner, like many of us was. We marched right into our own destruction each time. And that way out, you know, that God gave, them whispers in your intuition that the ancestors bring you, they work hard for that, because we hard-headed, right? So we get into hard-headed things, and then when we get out of them, right, then we have the nerve to dishonor our help by pondering it. It's like, that thing try to wipe you out. You need to Ten of Swords that. You need to reassess it, right? When you reassess it, because see, your mind is on the fact that, well, everybody got some good in them. God in everything. It's some good, and it's a good and it's an evil. It's good and evil in everything, right? But when somebody tip the scales towards you, you can't allow that to be coherent in your energy. Like, you gotta realize, okay, if that person good and bad, that's not up for me to decide no more. All I know is that this happened with me and that thing or that place. God spared me, put me in this situation. So it's a must that I be honorable and move forward. and let the chips fall where they may. Don't continue to be holding up the 10 of swords. Let it happen. Okay? So that was pretty much your read. Only you would know. Only you would know. I'm reading a comment, and you're welcome, Miss Melena. If your inner voice is telling you to let go of a man who you're holding on to,
You got your answer right there.
yeah, I mean,
That was your reading. We love you guys so much. We hope you guys enjoy. If you're not already, subscribe to the page. We are Elemental Beings. We'll catch you guys later.